it says I have poor connection already. What's up, guys? We're just waiting on. We're getting on a little early, just so we're ready to go when she gets in here. What up? What up? What up? Let me turn off my phone Wi-Fi. But I gotta get back to it. It's. I don't know. Are you on? Oh wait, that was me. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. No, it is. It's just us friends in here, right? All right, but for the sake of time, I did already rinse them in the sink. Oh, okay. She's still on. What's up, guys? We're just jumping on, getting ready for a raid that's gonna be coming in. We do have our tissue cultures from a bag. Gasp. So we'll just chill out for a minute. How's everybody doing this morning? What's up, June? How are you? How's it, Heather? What's up, Heather? Heather, wasn't last night entertaining as shit? If you saw, you saw. When Jumanji John got on, did you see all that? No! Oh my gosh, you guys missed it. It was a hoot. It was a hoot. You know those guys. I know. Puzzle piece was funny. So you guys know the upper echelon of the tissue culture world. Like, I know, you guys really got to start getting on at night. You guys crack me up. So, all right, I gotta see. I needed to get my preamble out. Oh, she's getting ready. She's getting ready. Let's go. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for the follows. I'm gonna slow this chat down because I know you guys are gonna have questions. All right, hold on. Let me switch my phone. What's up, guys? Oh no, I rated in myself. Crystal, what's up? All right, we got everybody in here. You guys ready? We're gonna debunk this right now. Sarah, what's up? What's up? What's up? I think I modded everybody. Thanks for the follows. Okay, but for real, I should have put it on a boat. Is this a real plant or not? I gotta know. I'm dying to know. I think it identifies as a plant. But yeah, no bullshit. This is a Burl Marx flame that we acclimated. It's hard to see the date. January, March, April, May, June. We acclimated this like June 1st. It does look plastic, right? Styrofoam. You guys crack me up. Thanks for the follows, guys. Okay, so we just had to debunk that right now. Okay. So, you guys know, if you don't know, tissue culture is a plant in a bag. For the sake of time, I did already take 2 out of the bag. Okay, sharing the live stream. So, if you guys get a tissue culture, you get it kind of like this with the agar in it, right? All you'll do is you'll just like cut it out, take it out of the bag, and then rinse it off. Like, I just figured you guys didn't want to see my sink, so I did it already. But this is what we're looking for. Okay. We want to make sure we do get the agar off, and why that's so important is because basically the media it's growing in is like, just I call it Gatorade soup because it's nothing but sugar and electrolytes essentially. So what happens when you don't get all the agar off, it sits like a piece of sugar on your teeth, and if you let it go for too long, it's going to create a cavity, right? So kind of the same thing applies with tissue culture and getting the agar off, because essentially the sugar, the Gatorade soup, yeah, no, yeah, it all, everything in the world wants to grow in it. You've created the best environment for every organism to grow, good or bad. So that's why we want to get it all off. Like I did, I put it in water. I blasted it full blast in the sink with my little sprayer. Okay, this one's not as rooty tooty. Okay. What's up? Let me check something real quick. Stand by. Sweet. Okay. Awesome plants. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Okay. So, it's that easy, guys. Like, I take it to my sink, I rinse it off with the sprayer, and then I bring it in here. And just for today, usually I'll just throw it right into a brownie plug. But today, since we're shooting the shit, this is just water. Now, I don't always use iodine or Physand 20. I mainly use those if there are like signs of contamination within the bag or within anything else. You're not gonna hurt it if you do that. It's just one less step. That is Are you being funny? Like with poo water? Don't wash it with poo water. I don't always use Physand 20 or iodine unless I need to, but you're not going to hurt it if you do use it. It's just one less step that you have to do. So that's what we got there. Okay. Any question? Oh, is it? You're probably right. Plants, please. I haven't had that question, so I'm not sure. But that's a great question, and I never thought of that. Okay. So there's like umpteen different ways you guys can acclimate tissue culture. Don't be intimidated by it. But the way I do it is I literally, what I just told you, how do you get it in the bag to start with? That is a whole ass other conversation. Because I do my own tissue culture as well. I can get into that at the end. But I just take brownie plugs, like the Root Riot brownie plugs. And this is just a cup of water from the sink. And I just put some purple top rooting powder in it. And I just mix it up and I just let it soak. Okay, that's all it's been doing. There's no tomfoolery here. Holy cat raided me! Holy crap! If you guys are not following KAC, thank you for the raid. We got raided in the raid train. Welcome in. Thank you. All right. That is awesome. Guys, she has some amazing plants. You guys are in for a treat if you are coming from her show. We're on the raid train right now. Right now. Okay? So, all I did was put my tissue culture in water. Okay? No hocus pocus, witchcraft, anything like that. Okay? Then all I do, this is where most people fail. Okay? This is a point of failure, full stop. Okay? It's like Planty Nancy was talking about bringing out the moss earlier, right? Same thing applies with the brownie plug when you're putting stuff in tissue culture. Okay? Like, we've let it soak. We don't want soggy bottoms. So literally, we're just going to squeeze the water out till no water comes out. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. We're just going to squeeze it till all the water comes out because we don't want soggy bottoms. Then we're just going to Pac-Man this guy. Okay. That's it. The other point of failure that we find most people have is that they jam the tissue culture all the way to the bottom of the brownie plug. Okay, screw it. We'll just take it off. Okay. They jam it all the way down. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. We're going to put it about like a quarter of the way up, just enough to where it stands up on its own. Okay. That's it. That's it. Like, that's literally it. And then you put it in your dome. I'll talk about the dome. What is that plant? This is a Scalprum mint. If you bookmark my next sales show, I'll have all the tissue cultures. I thought about putting some in the shop, but I didn't want to, clog up everything. So that's it. Like, it's that complicated, guys. It's that complicated. I do have a Scalprum mint. I do. But I'm going to put a couple in tissue culture. Same thing. No hocus pocus. Okay, and you guys are like, what about all the roots, right? Okay. Guys, these aren't sensitive plants. I mean, they are, but they aren't. Like you can like mush them down. So just like you would, I'm at 100% success rate with acclimating. But I also make my own tissue culture, so I understand a lot of the science behind it. But yeah, so I'm at 100% right now. So, great. I think my link tree is in the show notes. Or did I not? No, I didn't put it in. Forget about it. Okay. So that's it. Like, we just smushed it in there. Okay. Oh, thanks, Heather. And there are a lot of good people on here that sell good TCs. And, like, buy from anybody. We don't care. Okay. I'm going to get my big dome because that's where I have all my big TC or my acclimating TCs. Okay. Just the dome. Just a bigger dome because I do a lot most days. Okay. There we go. These are all tissue cultured. These I bought as wrecked ass tissue culture. Aw. These are the pink polys, snowflakes. They were extremely contaminated, and I bought them that way just to show you guys that even if you have to cut, let me put these guys in here. All I'm doing is I'm just putting, yep, that's Monstera right there. Yes, Monsteras in tissue culture are tough because they're tough, not tough, because people tend to overwater them. Like, most of the questions that I get off that is that they're very, like, you got to think about it, right? And Blooming House, like, will tell you all the good stuff, but like, let's take blah blah blah. Hold on. Like, right, the more creamy it is, the less chlorophyll it has, so the less green fighting power it has. So the higher variegated stuff, if it doesn't have much power to fight off the infections and the overwatering and stuff like that. Does that make sense? That's why people struggle with it, in my opinion, and just what people have asked me. Don't give up on it yet. Don't. Yeah, start start with something more green than variegated. So like I have a lot of what do I have in my shop for the next show? Syngonium. I have a bunch of syngonium. Cheap syngonium. Like start with stuff like that. More green, like burl marks. This is a burl marks. Okay, what else? What else? I'm just gonna spin this around to show you this part. I love what acclimates to. I love that. Okay, so another point of failure is your leaves touching your substrate. Okay, we've all seen the fish hook shit. We don't want it to touch the substrate because it's just another opportunity for failure. So you can do this in a cup. You can do this in a tray. I literally take like just tags and I'll cut a V in it and I will just make a makeshift stake to keep that off. Like just keep it off the ground. Okay? Makeshift stake. It's super easy. Like you can see, like I've done it with just about anything with the fish hook or anything like that. I will do that because it will fail. It like probably more often than not it'll fail. Okay, so this is my dome because I do a lot, right? See, when we don't overcomplicate stuff, like just kiss it, keep it simple. I feel like people have over dramatized the like tissue culture and scared a lot of people, but and I'm not just saying that as somebody who like does it. Okay? And kind of what I use for like an oil gauge for when my dome needs water is there's a lot of humidity on it, right? So you probably don't need to water it. Okay? When the humidity starts going away, like then you want to start evaluating if you need to water it or not. Okay. Yeah, because these are ones I just just water. I keep these to show you guys different ways that you can do it. I do not do 100% humidity. I do not. I just don't. Other people might, and it's okay. It's okay to do something different than anybody else and not be a dick about it. Okay? So this is just a philodendron golden white wizard that we did back on 612. And say you don't have a big dome, right? You don't. Root Rose? I swear you did that just so I would do that. I know you did. Like this guy, look at that. You could do this, like put it in a brownie plug if you don't have a big dome, and then surround it with perlite, succulent rocks. Like it does not matter. Okay? What really matters is overwatering. So I keep this as an example. It's just a cup with the dome. If you have a tall monstera, you can double cup it, but I don't go full humidity. I let it breathe. Everything I let it breathe. Okay? Not a lot. Like this is just a straw. But what happens is when you have zero air circulation, like think about it. Think about like when you're in the shower or the bathtub too long, like you start to prune if you sit in water too long. Like your plants need air. Plus it's good for gas exchange too, okay? These are the ones I sell. Like I got these off Temu, same difference. But I like to use this one as an example too, because I don't, also when you have a dome, you don't want your leaves to touch your dome either. Yeah, great question. So that's the main thing. Big leaves, I just surround it so it doesn't touch the dome. Okay? So, if you're brand new to TC, okay, brand new, let's say you just bought your first TC, I always recommend people to get something with a turn top lid. If you don't have it, that's okay. Just make yourself a cup with a straw. Okay? The process for acclimating this to full acclimation is just a little more of a pain in the butt, because like after 2 weeks, right? I'll start opening the lid for like, I don't know, let's say 20 minutes for the first day. Okay? Now I got to remember that I got the lid off this thing and come back and put the lid back on. Okay? And you just repeat that process over and over and over again, and you leave your lid off longer and longer and longer. Okay? Does that make sense? So, like, this is doable. It's just a pain in the butt. I've acclimated a ton like this, but I like the turn chop, right? Because what I can do is I can crack it open. Okay. This is how it sits like this. And then after 2 weeks, what I start doing, like every third day. I know, right? Every third day after 2 weeks, I'll just start turning that dial just a little bit each day. Okay. And leave it. That's it until it's fully open. And then when it's fully open, I'll take the lid off for like an hour a day and just monitor it, right? So what, like she was talking about in the last show about like if you leave it off too long it'll dry out, like it's 100%. So but if you do it slowly like this, and let's say you forgot the lid and like your leaves start dropping or something, like it just doesn't look good, just put your lid back on. Okay, close up your dome a little, give it like a couple days, like 3 days, come back, and then try again. It's that simple. Do you guys have any other questions? So yeah, that's the process, guys. It's that easy. That easy. We all a couple of experiments we have going right now. I know, set an alarm. So I just got this tissue culture, and let's say you don't have the supplies yet, right? You got no supplies, whatever, and all you have is like a cup with a lid. Okay? Just picture that. That's what we got. So this tissue culture I got back on 7/16. So it's been in here for like 10 days. Okay? This is just water. Water and purple top rooting powder. Okay? After you go through that process, and then you just at one point you just got to push it out into the world. You may drop a leaf or two, but it's just like shipping. Sometimes you'll drop a leaf or two in shipping. It's same different. And yeah, you guys can message me anytime if you got questions. Okay. This has just been sitting in water for 2 weeks. Like, no lie. Like, labeled it. I did put purple top in it. I don't know if it's making a difference or not, but I did measure the roots. Okay. I'm going to take it out just to show you guys it's not soggy. Like, she's good. So I'm just trying to see how long I can leave her in there. We're at 2 weeks right now, and she's doing fine. Yeah, the rooting powder off Amazon or wherever else. So that's an option. I don't know if I'm so smart. I've just failed a lot. So this is an option. Like, say you bought 20 TCs in someone's show. I just, like, you don't have to use anything. I just put rooting powder in there because I wanted to see if it would make a difference. I don't know that it has. But say you bought 20 TCs and you're like, shit, I don't have enough stuff for it. Just like put them in water and leave them there. Like, this guy just sits on my shelf with all the others. Okay. Just to show off, like, this is my favorite thing I currently have in tissue culture. It is a Monstera lemon lime. Some things do grow faster in tissue culture. Monsteras, they're already slow growers. So, yep, just rinse off the water like everything we did first. Just rinse that agar off and drop it in water. All the stuff I'm talking about too, like the previous shows I did, they're all on YouTube. They're Facebook, so you can go check them out. I use just regular sink water. Like if you have high calcium or something like that, maybe use distilled water. But so yeah, I have a whole shelf of tissue cultures that I do myself. So I not only acclimate them, I also multiply them. What else? What else? What's another point of contention right now? Reverting. Okay. Well and septic. Don't those have like higher calcium deposits? Probably. Camping Girl. I mean, I should have guessed. You could also go to a fish store. Iron, and get some remover if you can't get access to distilled water. But like distilled water, I think is $1 a jug at Walmart. Okay, so check that. This is a pink Bambino I currently have in multiplication media, and you could tell this guy. Walmart too. This guy went green on me. This side. God damn, I gotta stop flipping you guys off. This guy is all pink, right? So just like how much time? Okay, just like let's say like Monstera stems, right? Stem striping matters. Okay, and what people do to maintain that stem is sometimes they'll chop it to isolate that side of it, right? That's why I like doing my own tissue culture, right? Because I know what to do with this guy when I go to subculture him. I'll do the exact same thing. I just cut it down the middle, take the green off and away to hopefully promote more pink growth. Does that make sense? So, like, yeah, genes matter. Like the mother plant matters just like in anything else. It's just how you have, if you know what to do with it when it like starts to do stuff like that, you can get it to come back pink. Like I think this guy still has some variegation because he's got a few spots, but the stem is green. So I don't want to continue that on. So that's why I'll probably isolate that. What else? We also just have like regular what else? We're trying a few things with biocouplers. This is basically the same media, just no agar in it. So when you have like, let's say this guy in agar, it's only going to get the food where the meristem is touching the media, right? This guy, I know you can't see him very well. This is a Monstera, or the Alocasia ninja albo. This guy, when you do it this way, it coats the entire tissue culture. And these guys corm like crazy. So That's the other thing. Some corm faster than others. The albos or the Ninja albos and the pink bambinos like corm like crazy. I have a dragon scale mint that I don't even know what it's doing. It's trying to figure out what it wants to be when it grows up. So there's all kinds of different ways. That's what we talk about in my lab shows. If you're a nerd and you want to. Oh, how often? Yes. Yes, I do make my own tissue culture. I turn it like once a day, 3 times if I'm bored. You just want to make sure you turn it at least 1 time a day. I do. But I also do imported ones. Like I sell imported ones. You guys sell me out of the ones I subculture myself like the next day. So, no. You just want it long enough to coat the entire specimen. I'm looking into Monstera albo TCs. I know. So, I I don't know if you were here for the beginning. If you do a Monstera albo TC, like, and you do it in a brownie plug or like some aeroid mixture, Blooming House's mixture is like amazing for tissue for monsteras and tissue culture monsteras. Even though they have like a huge ass root, okay, we've all seen it. Like you still have to baby it and not overwater it. Like underwater it for a little while if you're a chronic overwater, because you can always add more. It's harder to take it away. Do I have any? I do not. Not today. Was that helpful? Did I scare you guys? Are you guys more intimidated by tissue culture now or less? That's always my gauge. Sweet. We're just trying to normalize it. Hold on. Let me read that question real quick. Oh, no. I do use brownie plugs. I'm just saying don't overwater it. Oh, yeah. How long? Like, that's the other. Yeah. That's the other question I get. That'll probably be the last question, and then we're gonna go raid next. Let me find a couple good examples for you guys. Okay. So I don't put them in water. Yeah, guys, you can message me anytime. Okay, just a couple examples, and then we'll get the raid ready. So like this guy, you see how much agar is in that guy? I'm good with leaving this guy in here for till I can get to it, right? There's no black. There's no. Sometimes you'll see black because it's charcoal. So just keep an eye on it if you're not sure. Like if you see mold growing or anything like that, get that sucker out. Okay. But if you got a lot of agar like that and there's like it looks like that, leave it in there. Like where you need to be concerned or not even concerned, just probably want to get it out faster is like this guy, right? You see, he just got a little bit of agar left. He looks great though. Okay, looks great, but he doesn't have a lot of food left. So I would probably get him out pretty soon. This guy has a crap ton of agar. You can see the charcoal in there. That's kind of what it'll look like, a little bit like that. He's got a lot of agar in there. I'm cool with leaving him in there till I can get to him. Okay. And like I said, you guys can message me any questions. I'm definitely not the expert on tissue culture. There's a lot of good people on here that'll ask you or answer your questions. But yeah. All right. Any last minute questions? Oh, dang. Thank you. Thank you for that purchase. I'll send them out today. I don't think mail has come yet. All right. Let me. Who are we doing? Daisy 315. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to Daisy next. Thank you. Thank you. And guys, jump into my shows, ask any questions. I don't gatekeep much information at all. So I want everybody to be comfortable with tissue culture, right? Because when you're successful, I'm successful. It's mutually assured. All right, let's create this raid. We'll get ready. Thank you guys for hanging out and Winterwolf for putting this raid train together. Let's go.